Hi, my name is Brian Kelly, and the title of my script is A Novel Approach to Suicide. So where did I come up with the idea for my script? It actually started about 15 years ago when I was in high school. I grew up in Long Beach, California, and downtown there was this bookstore called Acres of Books, and it lived up to its name. It was this huge warehouse filled with towering shelves of old, used books. And I would visit there quite often, and as I'd be walking through the maze of shelves, I would think to myself, man, this would be a cool location to shoot a movie. Um, so from that point on, it was just always something that was, in my mind. I was thinking about the location and, ooh, that would be a cool spot for a mystery. Maybe my protagonist could be a used bookseller. Um, so that's where it started, but I didn't actually start figuring out the particulars of the story until this past Christmas vacation. I was off of school for 2 weeks and I just sat down and I outlined the story. It took me probably the 2 weeks to get a nice outline. I wrote everything out on cards and laid them out and moved them around. And then after a Christmas break, it took me probably about 2 months to write the completed script. Um, how many rewrites did I do? I did one official rewrite. After my wife read it, she gave me some feedback, and I did, I polished up my draft. But I wouldn't say that I only did one rewrite, because really every time I read through the script, I would make little changes here or there. So my rewrites sort of happened in small chunks throughout the writing process. Um, yes, this is the first script that I have written. I'm about halfway through a second script right now, feature length, and I'm prepping a third feature length. I've actually written a few short scripts in my screenwriting class prior to this feature length script. The reason I entered Scriptapalooza is when I was finished with my script, I was like, well, what do I do with it? So I went online and I did some research on the best screenplay competitions to enter. And a few I would see constantly throughout my search, and Scriptapalooza was one of them. It was always on every list. I saw it in Creative Screenwriting magazine, so I figured, hey, I'll give it a shot. My advice to aspiring screenwriters would be to read as many scripts as you can. And this is advice that I have taken to heart. I've read it in interviews with other screenwriters, and I really feel that it helps my writing. After I write my first draft, I try to get it out quickly. I don't know if 2 months is quickly, but it felt pretty fast to me. And then what I would do is I'd just let it sit, and I would read professional screenplays. Just find them on the internet and read them. And after reading screenplays back to back, and then going back and reading mine, I would see, oh, mine doesn't flow as well right here, or I like the way that one writer did that, or broke up his scenes, so I would incorporate that into my script. So I think reading other screenplays is definitely good advice if writing screenplays is something that you want to do. I thank you for watching this interview, and rock on.